around the building with our beer bong by our side, playing a little beer pong, cause our sponsors Miller Lite. Drinking all day ain't wrong, till the 501 is gone. It's just another happy hour that lasts the whole day long. And take off all your clothes, time likes to disrobe. If you don't like to touch too much, better find another show. Drinking in the morning. Psycho Stick starts it off. John Perry's the caboose. Somewhere in the middle, that's where the train gets loose. It's a one-way ticket to midnight. Can't find a better way. When you're drinking in the morning, it ain't just another day. We'll be drinking all day long till the 501 is gone. It's just another happy hour that lasts the whole day long. Taking off all your clothes, time likes to disrobe. If you don't like to touch too much, better find another show. Yeah, drinking in the morning, drinking in the morning, drinking in the morning all day long. Yeah, drinking in the morning, we're drinking in the morning. We're drinking in the morning all day long.
Yeah, I like that there's a line in the song that says, Tom likes to disrobe. And last week
thing that he could say that the FCC wouldn't yell about.
I considered the other things and said to
Most
myself,
of them we can't say on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've said them all on the air.
well, hey,
So what is the
I'm
name
not
of the
getting you guys an FCC violation.
what is the
It's
name
just
of the
not
beer
gonna
we're talking about?
It's called Plasma Shatter.
Why?
Why? Because my brewer, when he was making this beer, he was moving a glass carboy, so a big fermenter that
broke
is 5 gallons,
He
and
broke
it
his
shattered
TV?
all over the place.
big glasses.
Just the whole thing just destroyed.
Wow.
And he was gonna just make like a regular IPA, but the glass cut his hand really badly,
Wow.
and so he got blood everywhere. And so he said, well, next time I do it, I'm going to have to add blood orange to it, just in honor of this momentous occasion of breaking the
Plasma shatter.
yeah.
No human blood in the
So
beer.
his blood and sweat and tears went
literal
into
blood,
making
Not
sweat,
this
and
beer.
tears.
literally.
No. Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
If I
that
was,
batch
I-
anyway.
I-
if I
I'm
was
back there when
him,
he's
if I
brewing
was
it.
him, I would secretly put 1 drop of my blood in
Just-
the entire, just in the wort. It'll burn them
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
I don't anyway. So it's blood. It's a blood orange IPA. I don't like IPAs, but this one intrigues me.
Well, okay. I
So
brought something
maybe-
else in case you didn't like IPAs.
It's a blood orange IPA.
Yeah.
I realize that makes me not cool in the world of beer. Most people love IPAs.
Well, that's kind of changing these days.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the craft beer people are getting IPA'd out.
Yeah.
From years and years and years
Really?
of having
Yeah.
it force fed down your throat.
Right.
But-
I would go to a beer fest and they'd be sampling 5 beers and all 5 would be
IPA,
IPAs. I'd be like,
But
IPA.
at the time, at that brewery, its top 5 selling beers
That's where
were
it go- right.
5 IPAs.
giving the
so-
people what they want.
exactly.
But it's also like 30% of people that are going, oh, I love IPAs are drinking and going, God, I hate this. They look cool.
It's an acquired
But
taste.
it is, I mean,
takes a little time.
I've had good IPAs.
Yeah.
I will continue to try IPAs.
So what is it
I-
about the IPA that you don't? Is it
Just
the bitterness?
The bitterness.
Okay,
I
then
hated-
I've got an IPA for you. I didn't
Okay.
bring it, but it's
Well, we'll
called the
be
New
there
England
tonight.
IPA.
Oh, that sounds great, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming to the 501 Club, so like
We try
I'll-
it there.
one on me later.
I didn't like blue cheese until I was 30, and now I can't get enough of it. Your taste evolves over
Mhm.
time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I keep trying things I don't like. Yeah. So I
Well-
keep trying IPAs. I'm going to try one out. What's the one that if you don't like IPAs,
Yeah.
come to Tonality tonight in Mundelein for the 501 Club
Right,
party.
and come drink an IPA.
And what is the one that
It's
uh,
called Yelp. Yelp, like
Yelp?
Yelp. Yep.
Spell that.
YAULP.
We'll get into the
Yelp?
name of Yelp.
That's how they say
Yelp?
yep in New Hampshire, and it's
Really?
a New England IPA.
Yelp? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So you
I
like
love
the
the
New
naming of beers.
You
Yeah.
like the New England IPA because it's not bitter. It's a
Yeah.
lot of like fruit forward flavors and
Yeah.
kinda
Is that the other
tropical
one you
fruits.
brought?
No, I brought a Belgian double.
Okay.
Oh, that's the
Total
knock you on your
opposite
ass.
side. It's only 6.9%.
That's not bad.
It's very nice.
So the fun of having a brewery is same as having a band. You
Yeah,
get to name,
you get to name them.
but
Yeah.
they get to keep naming the
Mhm.
beers. Except I would love to do that. Except the brewing of beer is a very difficult and
So
arduous.
hard.
You gotta really. There's science and art and
Yeah.
People
all
think that they
that.
could just do it.
I did it
I mean,
one
you
time.
can just do
You
it.
can,
it won't
but
be
it-
very
I did
good,
it. I did it at
probably.
home. I
Uh-huh.
did it one time. I
Yeah.
made an all malt amber. It was delicious.
Uh-huh.
My college roommate came over and I had like a case and a half or whatever it is. And I said, we're going to try one. And I was going to, try one with him and one with somebody else and one with somebody else. And it was my college roommate. So we drank it all. And that
Yep.
was it.
Yep.
I brewed beer one time, but it was so much work and you had to get everything perfectly clean.
Yeah.
And so, so I just, this is one and done. So we have people like you that
Same
will do
thing
it.
with weed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and your
You gotta
college
really
roommate
gotta-
smoked all the weed and then
An
you were
entire
done.
plant
Yeah. Yeah.
in one night.
Yeah, Psycho Stick with the beer song.
Ooh.
I was too focused on trying to keep my pants on for happy hour, so I forgot to have the audio going for the first part
It's all good.
of happy hour. But it is up
It
and
was
running
on
now.
the radio.
It was on the radio,
Yeah.
but not on the video. TomTube is up and running, by the way. If you want to see what's going on in here, live video streaming of the program.
Did you
thanks
see
to,
what Zach just did, which I
I
did too?
did.
Yeah, I waved the wrong way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
if you go to a
That's
sporting event and
everyone.
people get
Yeah.
on the Jumbotron, they always wave at the screen
Yeah.
instead of at the camera.
But you
I
gotta
don't know where
wave
the
at
camera
the
is.
You gotta wave at the screen to find out where the camera is.
Right,
Is
but
this
people
working?
and with the Jumbotron, they don't
Yes.
give you long enough to like by the time I
By the time
figure
you
out
figure
where
it
I
out.
was, and then it
Mhm.
goes, boy, we put way too much thought into
Yeah, we
stupid
did.
stuff, don't we?
Yeah, we did.
But
It's the stuff that matters.
TomTube is up and running, and there's Zach Cam, so we can see what's going on there. Tonality Brewing Tonality Brewing Company is where we'll be today for the 501
I'm
Club
so
party.
excited. I haven't been yet.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
This is going to be my first time.
I'm happy that you're coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be my first time. I'm happy
He
that
says
you're
that
coming.
now, by the way. Yeah.
It'll be my first time.
I don't see what you're making. Was this a joke about something?
No, I don't know.
No,
Just-
okay.
just,
all right,
we'll just-
okay. All right.
That's the kind of program you're involved in.
Oh,
So
man.
we were drinking out of styrofoam cups, so I went and got the
Yeah,
final
it felt
two
wrong.
Tom and Leah pint glasses. We got some solo cups. This is good. And
Thank
it's
you.
an
Really
IPA.
good.
You were going to have me try the other IPA. What's the other IPA called again?
Yup.
Yup.
And this one is blood. What is it?
It's a blood orange IPA called Plasma, Shatter.
Shatter.
There's so much
Blood in
blood
it.
orange in it. I thought they made a mistake on the invoice.
It is
It's
very.
so bloody.
And what alcohol content is this one?
This is why I brought my handy dandy menu, because I didn't memorize every single thing. 5.7%.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
I will. I would order and
have
drink
this,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see your menu?
Which is for an
Please
IPA
do.
for me is a big deal.
I brought the food because we have food
Leah's all about the food.
and the beer.
Yeah, I've been looking at your menu since Monday.
See?
I have a question.
I hope
for
you wanted short rib for breakfast.
Oh, short ribs the best. You
Yeah.
guys make it there?
Nice.
Like slow, like braised short rib.
Yes.
And how do you serve it?
Would you like to see it?
No, I like to talk about when we, no.
You like to
people
just
I
talk
like-
about
'cause
it.
Leah is just like, when are we having
It's this
the
whole
food? When are we
radio
having the
thing
food?
where you just talk about it instead of looking at it.
No, yeah, we'll
You got
take a
time
look
to.
at it. What? So what is? How do you serve it? What is it?
That's
Go
on
ahead.
a cauliflower mash
Oh,
with
see, yeah.
roasted carrots and
Yeah,
baby.
all sorts of jus. It's just
Cauliflower
all
mash.
sorts of jus.
Cauliflower
love
mash is because
cauliflower
people are like,
mash.
I'm being healthy. It's not mashed potatoes, it's mashed cauliflower. I mean, a vegetable. And
Yeah.
you get bonus points, which is a lot of points. You get bonus points for saying it has a cauliflower. It has all sorts of jus.
oh yeah.
People will order something and they'll say, I'd like it with jus, with au jus. And I'm saying, you're saying with right now.
Yeah.
On your menu, is it listed as with au jus or is it says
I
cauliflower?
believe it
au
just
jus?
says with. I
Or
believe
just
it
says
says
au
with
jus.
jus.
Okay.
I
With
believe-
jus
I
is good.
believe. I believe. I
If
don't
it
know.
says
You
with
got the
au
menu
jus,
over
you're
there.
being redundant. This is the crap I care about. Just don't say with.
What do we do? What do we do?
Is that like ATM machine?
And au jus.
And,
And with jus.
damn it,
That's not too bad.
It's not
that's
that
close.
bad.
Can I say damn it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
You already did.
You could say bitch.
Uh huh.
You could say ass.
Okay.
You could say.
What can't I say?
Well,
So
you
listen,
can't
you want,
say.
you want me to run it down for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is it like that George Carlin bit? I can't say any of those.
some of them you can now. That's
Oh,
changed.
okay.
There's
Yeah.
no list. The government has not provided us with a list.
Okay.
We have to conform to public standards. Isn't
Right.
it? And
So
as
like
we
pornography, you know it when you see it.
you got it right,
Yeah.
right. But they don't define what those are. But we
Great.
kind of know.
Yeah.
I can say Tim can say Tom's being an asshole,
Mhm.
but Tim can't say Tom has a really nice looking. He can't say that.
I can
Oh.
say Tom's a pussy,
Uh huh.
Yeah,
but I can't say
Oh.
look at.
Okay.
My.
Got it.
Look
Got
at-
it.
Look
got
at Leah.
it.
Yeah.
Willow.
Got it.
I can say I don't give a crap, but I
Uh-huh.
can't say I have to go take a.
Okay.
It's very.
Isn't
very
it weird?
Strange.
It's weird, right?
Very strange.
That seems like pretty clear rules.
Yeah. There's your
Eh.
government. There's your
Yeah.
No,
government.
they make
No.
it not clear on purpose.
In the brewing business, in the alcohol serving business, there's a lot of rules. So you know what we're talking about. The
Yeah.
government's helping us out. So
Yeah.
anyway, this is good. I will drink this so we can try the next one.
Awesome.
Well, but
Um,
I have a question before we get to our
okay.
next
Oh,
one.
okay.
Because I'm sure you get it all the time.
Yeah.
Someone that comes in there and likes a Miller Lite. What do you
Yeah.
What do you tell that person? My mom.
They're like, right. No,
All right.
no.
What am
I,
My
I,
wife.
I know a lot of
What am
people
I
that
gonna tell
will.
your wife?
That is literally their question. Miller
Yeah.
Lite is
Yeah.
an award-winning Pilsner beer. It's
I-
a good beer.
It is
You don't get to be that popular by being crappy.
Right.
the brewers that make Miller Lite and Bud Light are some of the best in the entire world to
Right.
make a beer that is so delicate and so consistent over multiple locations worldwide.
And
They're fantastic.
and to
at their
have that kind of
jobs.
mass appeal.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So do you have a beer
I would
that
tell
is
them
for
to get the Kolsch.
Okay.
Which is
I love a good Kolsch.
Yep, it's a light German ale.
Yeah.
Very clear, very crisp. You can read a newspaper through it kind of
Right.
beer.
Yeah.
That's the one that's actually it's our top seller.
If you're reading
Okay.
a newspaper through beer, you're really showing off.
Well,
Now I shall read the paper because
well,
you
it's
could
like in Who
not.
Framed Roger Rabbit
Yeah.
when he's reading or he's doing like the magnifying
Yeah,
glass
yeah.
through his scotch.
Hide
Like,
me, Eddie. Hide me,
it's just like that.
please.
I do
Yeah.
that all the time.
Yeah. You could not read a newspaper through the blood orange.
No,
No,
you
no, very
cannot.
much no.
This is an opaque beer.
Yes, it is.
I
But
get
you
it.
guys also have wine.
Excuse
You
me.
have
We do. We got
cocktails.
I get a
cocktails.
point for saying opaque. And
What is the point
This
system?
bell sounds like a bell.
I'm adding them up in my head.
Okay.
And when we get to a certain point
Yeah.
in the point system, the prizes will be awarded.
Yeah, he
okay.
always
Yeah.
wins.
All
It
right.
doesn't matter.
So like whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter.
No, these points.
Oh, these points matter.
yeah, if you don't hit a
It's
certain
very
level,
unlike whose line is it
you're
anyway?
terminated. There's a great, and I don't mean fired. I mean
Literally
Santa
terminated. Yeah.
let's get. It's very weird today, but I still have my pants on. Zach, let's have the next beer. I'm ready. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
I'm
let's do
ready,
this
yeah.
thing.
Watch this,
I'm
Zach.
not a
I don't
bitch.
know about you, pussies. Yeah. Anyway, so there we
All
go.
right,
My
so
glass is ready.
The next beer is a Belgian Double. It is called Double Damage. This one,
They didn't try
great
that
name, right?
hard on that.
this one, we actually when we were getting ready here, Leah, would you mind? I can only do one thing at a time,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't talk and pour. I'd be a terrible bartender.
I can't fly an airplane and play Yahtzee. So, I mean, it's just,
We got autopilot. But anyway, before we opened, we so we're in an old fire station, so it's got the big garage doors.
Seymour
Seymour and Division.
Avenue in Mundelein.
In
is
Mundelein.
Seymour and Division.
Seymour and Division. So it's like Division and Lake, but one
Okay, all right,
street
all right.
over.
Yep.
And
It's an old fire. That's very
thank you
cool.
very much. Yeah, and so it has these big garage doors, and we wanted them to be glass garage doors because that's way cooler than the crappy white ones.
Right.
I used that word right.
Crappy was correct, yeah.
Thank you. And so we did a Indiegogo, like a GoFundMe kind of thing.
Okay.
And one of the things that people could buy was naming a beer. And
all right.
so one of my brothers bought a Belgian Double to name a Belgian Double. And it's a very nerdy story, but the long story short is he named it after an incredible dice roll in Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow. That's reaching deep.
It was real deep.
Hold on.
Do you have a nerd? Do you have
What's
a
your
nerd,
What's your brother's name?
My brother's name is Ben Gelfand.
Ben.
Yeah.
Is he like a level 3 wizard or anything? Or
I mean, I could go into the detail. I
Yeah,
don't know that
yeah.
it makes compelling radio.
I used to live in Burlington, which was right next to Lake Geneva, so I know TSR and D&D, and I don't throw too much shade at it, but still, he named a beer after it. So you are the family's only hope for grandchildren, or did he have kids?
Yeah, he's got a couple. He's
Yeah.
got a couple. He's a pretty cool dude.
Okay,
I've
We
played
shall
in that D&D
all right.
campaign with
D&D is fun, but you have to.
You really gotta commit.
You got to give yourself over to
Yeah,
it.
you really gotta commit.
Yeah. What are you? What do you play as?
Gosh, what am I right now? I'm a bard who has come back
Oh.
from the dead.
That's fun.
Wow.
That's fun.
And is infused with the
undied.
magic
That's
of
fun.
the other undead.
Leah's
No,
snoring. Leah's snoring, and
You
Tim
lost her.
is over there. But Tim is over there, like.
No.
Yeah, I love the nerd stuff.
Do you ever
Nerd
at
stuff.
Tonality? Have you ever done a D&D night?
I've been
No,
talking
'cause
to people
drink
about it.
beer-
We're going to
I'm
do
in.
it. Yeah, we're
I'm
going
in.
to do it.
I've never played. Well, we played a little bit on the air.
Uh-huh.
I would practice and get some training, and I would do Dungeon Master.
We would honestly just come and play.
Yeah,
It's whatever,
let's do
Just
that.
Get real drunk and
Yeah.
throw dice.
Or your
at each other.
multi-side-
Did you just say
die.
get
Yeah.
real drunk?
Yeah.
I like this guy.
This is delicious.
95 will rock and Tonality. Please remind you to please drink responsibly. I'm
Wow.
just kidding. 95 will rock
Especially-
doesn't care.
no,
We're not
Tonality
your
Brewing
mom.
Company
We're
does.
not-
Remind
You don't
to
either?
drink responsibly.
Get
I think,
all sloppy.
I
Just don't drive your car.
That's what
think
Uber's
that
for.
I have to say that
You
they-
do have to say the
I-
responsible
I don't
part?
know.
I
Bud-
don't.
Bud does it all the time.
I don't. Yeah. That's on them then.
Yeah. Yeah, way to
Stay
go, Budweiser.
Stay in your lane, Bud. You be the responsible
This
one.
is really good.
All right,
I didn't
thank
think
you.
I was going to like this.
I was thinking this show is all over the place today, but then I listened back to some of yesterday's show, and I think we are very focused today.
I
We
think
are
we're,
laser.
yeah, we're.
So this beer is called,
It's called Double Damage.
and it is
It is a
That's not what I
Belgian Double.
expected.
No,
Yeah.
it is not what I
Yeah,
expected at all.
Belgian beers are like the wine of the beer world. It's my favorite like group of styles of beer. This one's got a lot of like banana, clove,
yes,
a little bit
yes.
of black pepper.
clove,
Yeah.
and,
Yes.
and
I
like
taste
a
the
little
banana.
nutty.
Yeah.
But there's no clove in it.
Nope.
No.
No, that's all from the yeast. So this is the flavor from this one is coming primarily from the yeast. The last beer that we had was primarily the blood orange that we put into it, as well as the hops.
Yeah, I like that. A
How
lot.
many? We're way behind on time, but we're going to skip the happy hour news unless you had a really good one you wanted to do today.
The Economist. This is a new report. It says that marrying your cousin is probably
We
fine
better
in
do
most
that one. We
cases.
better do that
No,
story then.
that's all that
Oh,
I
that's
have
the
to
whole
say. That's
thing.
the whole. Probably
It's
fine in most
probably fine.
cases. So
Probably
All
just
right,
fine
all right.
happy for
in
some.
most cases.
Most cases, you could probably marry your cousin. It's probably fine. That's the news
It's
story.
very close to home for you with your family, not tree, shrub. So yeah, all
no
right.
one married a cousin in my family. Don't
That
say
you
that.
know of.
Well, Adam Mortara, I'm
well,
coming for
here's
you.
hoping. All right. Zach is here from Tonality Brewing 501 Club Party there tonight. Beer plus we'll talk about the food again in a little bit. We got a special with that. We've got concert tickets for you to win and all that. And
I need food.
we have two. Okay, give her some. We're having 2 beers this morning, but how many do you have on tap there usually?
Usually 10. We've got 8 right now. Just ran out of a couple of them, but it's a living, breathing thing. Our
Slackers.
beer
Keeps
list.
going.
It's just, we turning over new stuff all the time.
And it's fun, right? It's like you
Goddamn
wish
right
you're
it's
like, I'd like to have 800 kinds. Or are you worried about the goddamn? Is that
yeah,
it?
yeah, because they always block out the
That's
God
okay
part.
too.
I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't
I
too.
know
mean,
these
it's
rules.
not okay
You
in
guys,
the
when
eyes
you
of
do
the
like
Lord,
the,
but
the
you know.
request for like us to come in, you should be like, here's the things you can say, and here's
We
the
don't
things
know.
you can't. Yeah.
Again, I
don't know.
had my pants off by this point last week. So
Right.
I think we're on
You're
track for
doing
a
really
great
good,
show.
yeah.
We'll
Right.
talk about the food and maybe some more blaspheming coming up next. I will, Ron. An error. Anyway, talking about Zach drinking beer, happy hour.
Mm-hmm.
And my pants are still on.
I mean, and it's
He's
pants
taking
were
his
off.
shirt off though.
Yeah, that's weird. No, actually, that's normal.
Don't say that because I've done it.
Yeah, pants were off by 9:25.
Yeah,
So
I'm ahead of
your
the curve.
pacing. Yeah,
Thank
the pace
you.
is there.
Thank you for noticing. But we're having some fun. We got the 501 Club party tonight at Tonality in Mundelein. Zach is here. We're having some beer. Let's talk about the food. Most places that brew beer, and this is not throwing shade, but it's just the beer. And because it's guys that love brewing beer and making beer, and they're like, oh yeah, food. You can order in from other places, which that's whatever.
It's great.
But you guys are doing your own thing.
Yeah.
What do we have for food today? And tell us a little bit about the menu.
Yeah. So our menu, like we've got some things that you would expect to find at a brewery that has food. We've got a burger. We've got cheese curds. They are
delicious.
It's an amazing burger. They're fantastic cheese curds. They're terrific.
It says so tonight. It's a full pour of a beer and a smash burger, single smash burger.
Yeah,
smash burger is the hip and trendy burger.
It sure is. Yeah, I
so
brought one of those today. We can eat that.
Yeah,
I brought the double.
What about the beet salad?
I'll tell you.
Why do you go
salad.
there? You know we're going to argue. Why, when we have company? We had an argument yesterday about
to talk about the
No,
beet salad.
time out. We did not have an argument yesterday. You all had an argument, and I was just in the same
about
room.
the Mackinac Bridge and all that. But we had an argument earlier in the week about the beet salad.
Yeah. Well, the beet salad.
Because I want it.
Fan friggin' tastic.
Okay, well, I'm getting it.
Whatever.
It's first of all, it's gorgeous.
Beets
it's the most
are an
beautiful
abomination.
thing. You know, you come.
No,
I will
they're
buy you a
not.
beet salad tonight.
They are not. Have you ever?
Oh, she clapped at your.
I clapped my
I'm
syllable.
buying you a beet
That means I'm mad.
Wow.
You're in
That means I'm mad.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
I
did
worked
that
with
to
somebody
you.
who did the general manager should have been fired. But we'll talk about
I'm
that
so
crazy.
sorry.
another time.
I'm so sorry. I only
It's all right.
clap when
No,
I get really...
You're very passionate about your beets, and I can
Well, because
appreciate
have you
that.
ever had beets on a salad? It is the most delicious thing. Have you ever had it?
Yeah.
No.
Tom.
Yeah, no, I did, and then I
Tom.
push all the beets to the side and eat the whatever.
No. You're gonna have
Seriously.
a beet salad.
We're
I
having
will
a
buy
beet
you a
sa-
beet salad
Can
Can
I-
you
tonight.
buy
look
me
at
a
this.
beet salad? I'll appreciate
No,
it.
because you seem like you're willing to pay for it. I'm a capitalist.
I also don't like burgers, pizza, or
okay.
any one of your
Those
menu
are the
items that
worst.
has delicious
I won't
meat
be.
in it. So if you want to buy me those, I'll try them. But whatever. So,
Get the
you really
feeling I'm being lied to.
you're about the beet salad.
I'll tell you, I was all about hating on beets,
Thank you.
and then
Rightfully so.
and I thought so at the time, but then as we were doing menu testing before we opened, I was talking to my Chef Mike, legit dude. And he was like, "We're going to do a beet salad," and I said, "The heck we are."
Yeah, thank you for
The heck
standing
we are
up
gonna do a
against
beet
beets.
salad.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, you're going to taste this beet salad anyway because it's already made." And I said, "Okay, but I hate beets." And without skipping a beat, the dude says, "I'm in the business of changing minds," and that was super badass. And so I tried his beet salad, and good God Almighty, is it delicious!
It hurt you to say it though.
It did.
You're like,
Yeah.
you were right.
I can't wait to have that.
Yeah.
Okay,
You didn't
well,
bring
can
in
we-
beet
no,
salad.
listen,
I didn't
no,
bring a beet
listen.
salad though.
Listen, I'll do a live video tonight.
Okay.
While we're there.
Yeah.
And now listen,
Unfiltered
between you
response.
and me,
Yeah.
if I tell you that your beet salad sucks, you won't go to Ashland and say, "Well, I know we're going to advertise on your radio station again. You guys are just told my beet salad." So you're not going to do that, are you?
No.
All right.
Unfiltered response.
I can be completely honest.
absolutely 100%.
All right. I can't wait
That's
to
how
try it. I
confident
can't
I
wait
am
to
in
try
it.
it. But
I never
the kind
thought
of-
I would say this in my entire life. That's how confident I am in a beet salad.
Take that out of context. People are like, "What? Is that a prison thing?" Yes, we were tossing beet salad. So what else do we have that's for
here
men,
for here
manly
today now.
men? Yeah, what do
We got
have
a short
today?
rib flatbread.
Oh, short ribs.
Short ribs amazing. We also brought the cheese curds with a basil ranch. The basil ranch is so good. I would like to bottle it and
Yeah.
bathe in it.
I
Fried
could
chicken
bathe in
sandwich.
it.
You're an odd man. He
I'll
wants to
bathe in it.
bathe in
I said
ranch.
I want to. I
Oh,
didn't say
you
I was
haven't.
going to.
All right.
We have fried chicken sandwich with a honey sriracha.
You said
some-
sriracha. That's
See,
my love
and
language.
I used to think people were weird because there are people who are very culty about sriracha.
Oh, yeah.
And I, over time, have, against my best wishes, have evolved into, and Yola will tell you, a person who cannot get enough sriracha. But I like,
During the sriracha shortage, I was lost.
but that was just, there were off brands of sriracha.
yeah, but I like the
Not the
I like
same.
the
main
one.
one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not the same.
Yeah.
Then I brought the smash burger, double smash burger
Yeah.
with a bacon onion jam.
And smash burgers, like
Wow.
they take the patty and squish it down,
and they smash it.
and
It's pretty
and
self-explanatory.
yeah, it's not going to be like medium. I mean, it's cooked.
Yeah.
But then a lot of times they'll throw the cheese on it there on the flat top
Yep.
and all that.
Yeah. It's basically a
good
double
burger.
cheeseburger.
It's like a
with
new hip
bacon and
trendy
onion.
thing, and I hate
Yeah.
hip trendy things, and I love smash burgers.
He said bacon jam too, though.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
other thing that I started making my own. It's not as good as restaurant stuff. Bacon jam.
I am in theory, I am against bacon jam, and then I eat it, and I'm like, I don't want to.
God damn it, I love bacon jam.
Yeah.
And then I brought the short rib entree.
Full on.
the
so you
full-on
can get
short
a-
rib.
So we're gonna split that into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s.
No, I'll just take that home, and you guys can.
Oh,
eat
that's
those.
not a
planning
thing.
on all my calories.
Short.
being
If you
beer.
haven't had short rib, it's
Short rib is so good.
yeah.
I'll
My
tell
mouth
you,
is
the
salivating.
burger is the reason we went with the blend that we went with is a 60% chuck, 20% brisket, 20% short rib.
What?
So
And
yeah,
the-
short rib
for the
in-
burger.
in
For the burger?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good
yeah.
burger.
It's so good.
It's a
Over
good
at Jesse
burger.
Oaks, they have like a 60-40, and the 40 is bacon or something like that. I'm like, it's served with a
Doesn't even make any
defibrillator.
sense.
With a defibrillator. Yeah. They don't.
Speaking of different, all right,
Yeah.
there's one thing that we did that you can, if you come to Tonality, you can ask for this because we still have all the ingredients. But like when the Bears were still playing, we would do a special every
You weren't
Sunday.
even open in 1985. Don't BS me.
When rebuilding since 1985.
okay,
That's us.
yeah.
When the Bears were playing, whoever they were playing, we would do a special based on the city that they were playing. So
Oh,
when
yeah,
they played
yeah, that's
Detroit,
cool,
we did
yeah.
a Detroit theme. When they were playing Green Bay the last week of the year, we did a double smash burger with cheese curds on it, and then a smoked cheese sauce all over it, served with a side of cheese fries. So if you really
Defibrillator.
want the defibrillator experience,
Yeah.
Do you
We can
serve
give
that
it to you.
directly on the toilet?
Here it
my chef wanted to call it the constipator,
Yeah.
but I didn't
Yeah.
really think that was great
I'm
marketing.
just gonna sit here for a few hours waiting to see if I can get this cheese to pass.
If you close, I'll just stay. I'll
yeah.
lock up afterwards.
So you guys are having fun naming the beers,
Yeah.
brewing the beers,
Yeah.
but then also in the kitchen, the guy is like, "Well, if you're gonna dick around, I can dick around, right?"
Yeah, we like to do stupid things in the kitchen.
And now listen, I can say dicking around, but I can't say, "Boy, you got to really," you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
no,
yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna try some of the food. We're gonna drink some more of the beer, and you can try it all tonight. 501 Club Party at Tonality Brewing Company, Seymour Avenue in Mundelein. Come on out tonight for the 501 Club Party. Leah taste tests all the food.
Yeah, bring it on. If I'm breaking my, because I do the intermittent fasting, if I'm breaking my fast with beer, I need food.
And on
ASAP.
and on TomTube, we go to Leah Cam.
Mukbang.
Oh,
Mukbanging. People get paid big
For
money
free.
for video
Look at how
eating.
good I look.
It's mukbanging with Leah coming up next on WIIL Rock. Mukbanging with Leah.
Yes.
And I look good today. I actually said it to my husband last night after I like washed my face and got ready for bed. I looked in the mirror and I was like, man, I am.
I look good.
I
And
was
then I get in
like,
the camera. It's
I
like,
am
ew.
like I am beautiful. I could make some
You
money.
are.
here.
You're very pretty.
Thank you.
You are beautiful inside and out. You're a delight to
Aw.
work with.
Oh,
And now we're gonna make you eat
Now
food
we're
on
gonna eat
camera
on
and have
camera.
food running down your
that
face.
sounds like I'm like
mm.
super conceited, but it's just like
Whatever.
loving
Nothing
your
wrong with that.
just
Nothing wrong with
loving
that.
yourself
Yeah.
Right.
in your middle
I
age.
just played
Self-love.
Fat by Weird Al Yankovic for you. So,
I don't
So
care.
get on
but
it.
your hair, like you wash your hair, you make your hair, you put effort in. Your hair looks. She's playing with it now.
I
Your
don't
hair
put
looks
effort
good.
in. My hair dries.
When
like this.
just before I go to bed, when it's
So
or
she's
just when I
she's
get up,
naturally beautiful.
when
is
Thank
my
what she's
you.
trying
when
to
my
say.
hair has had a horribly long, bad, terrible day,
Mhm.
is when it looks good.
Yeah.
And then I get up and I wash it and I brush it and it looks stupid.
What's this hair you speak of?
Anyway,
poor
there
Tim
you go.
has
I'm
no hair.
unfamiliar with the concept.
So here we
Oh,
go.
you don't have hair either?
Here we go. Mukbanging,
Maybe.
mukbanging with Leah.
All right, throw me a cheese curd, Zach.
So
I'm gonna throw you the whole thing.
I will. Let me throw. I'll throw it here. Let me.
All right, you go for it. Go for it.
Can you do this?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a
All right.
Here
twofer.
we go.
That's a
Yes.
double.
I got double. Are you
Give me
ready?
this- I really wish you would have given me the smaller one, but
Well,
That's what she said. Yeah.
talk to Yola. She gets it every time. There we go. I'm gonna loft it some,
Okay.
so it's coming from
It's
this.
gonna go high up in the
direction.
air.
Back out. Let me get the camera.
This is gonna
so
go
I got
great.
the rebound. Wait, I'm gonna make the camera so it's only you. Mukbanging.
I also
No, Zach.
Zach's
I
like, can
blame
you just eat
you.
my food and
I-
stop throwing it?
I blame you, Zach. You brought the wrong food. Forced to throw.
cheese curds.
All right,
Yeah.
mukbanging with Leah. What
We're gonna be late.
What do you want to eat, Leah?
What are you gonna have next?
You want to eat everything?
Yeah, let's have her sample everything on
right.
camera.
I'm just gonna take
whichever Here we go. We're gonna go with the short rib flatbread.
This
We're
is
starting there.
Tonality tonight.
Yeah.
Short rib flatbread.
Yeah, with arugula and a house pickled red
I
Arugula.
don't
onion.
even know how to eat
sriracha and basil, the basil
I
ranch,
hate it that I'm a sriracha cultist now, but I am.
and house pickles.
I'm not
also.
getting a T-shirt, but I'll eat that. Fried chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Good.
Some people get the grilled.
Yeah,
Those
And-
pickles are so good.
Thank you.
yeah.
They are made in house.
Do you make pickles?
You could tell.
I got Blue Apron for a while, and I didn't know you could make pickles that easily. But if you make them and make them right, they are as better than store bought.
Oh, yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
So
All right, what's
good.
next? Jam something else in her mouth next.
All right,
What do we
well,
have?
that sounds like an
Ripping me a
FCC
piece.
violation. The double smash burger with the bacon onion jam.
What is that on the end? That's
This right here?
Oh,
Yeah.
the
This
pickle.
bad boy's this bad boy's the short rib.
yeah.
And we're gonna finish up with the heavy boy.
All
I'm
right.
on the chicken now.
I'm gonna.
There we
eat
go.
it.
Mukbanging with
Oh,
Leah.
that's good. That's good.
Oh man, this is the double smash
Double
burger,
smash.
which tonight you guys have on special the
We got
smash burger
Single
smash.
smash and a full pour, $16. You got
Yeah.
dinner and a beer.
and a beer. Yeah, so come on
Comes
out.
with fries.
I don't think I can fit this in my mouth.
That's what
Yep,
That's what
yep,
she
yep,
never
yep,
said.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have that problem,
Hot
Irish
dog.
man.
Hot dog down the hallway. Here we go.
Mm.
What do you think, Leah?
Mm.
If you've had too much, you don't have to try the next thing.
Oh, that's so good.
Can I tell you
I think she's having a
the
moment.
what was it on the chicken? Was the ranch?
Yeah, the
That
basil
was
ranch.
something, wasn't it? That was
Wow.
good.
Try that.
Wow.
Dip the cheese curds in it, man.
I caught the basil.
I'm telling you.
This is good food. This is good. This is amazing food.
For a beer
place. No, not even for a beer
just
place.
for-
That's what
just
I
for
mean.
a
food place.
For
Like
a
for a
place
food-
that makes food.
Yeah.
This is incredible. That burger, man.
Short
Tim,
rib in that burger.
But now listen, if it's crap, you can say it's crap.
Shred.
We don't lie.
I like
I-
the chicken.
hey.
That was really good.
Everything I've had has been
Right.
delicious.
We talked to my husband earlier in the week
I want-
about
I want-
my taste in movies and
Yeah.
TV
You are
shows.
horrible. Right. Yeah.
Not the same with food. I will say if it sucks.
Okay.
That does not suck.
No,
I
that
need,
does not
That's
suck.
not the short. You're full. You don't need any of the short rib.
No,
I'll
I'm gonna
just
have some.
I'll just grab that.
We
look at the.
I think we might need to be animals and eat this with our hands. I didn't
Oh,
consider it, but do you have a knife?
I have cutlery.
All right, cool.
I think it's in your.
Thank you for being
office.
prepared
All
when
right,
I was
we'll
not.
We'll go to my office and get that in a little bit. So
Yeah, I guess we'll do the.
Are we going
yeah.
late?
we have the short rib after the show or whatever, or I'll just take
No,
it
I
home.
want to eat the short rib.
Well, just eat it with your hands.
No.
Go with your hands.
All right, here's Leah
Eating
eating piece of meat with her
Everything's been
hands.
so good so far.
Mukbanging with Leah.
Oh my
There you go.
gosh! Look at that.
Pull it apart. Yeah,
Mm,
get
don't-
it on that.
Oh no! Thomas.
They almost knock it over.
Yeah.
Well, take your pants
Whoa.
off.
It's not about the pants.
I
It's-
see. I want
it's
to take
not
the short
about the
rib home
pants.
because I want to have a gummy later and eat that short rib.
Oh my god!
Short rib's the best. So you have a short rib entree with
Yeah.
the mashed
what?
cauliflower.
This is like a.
Yeah.
This is like a fine dining.
I don't know. You won't share. So
No, yeah, this is coming home with me. I'll eat the
No,
gummy.
I'm taking a short rib.
Where is this? A carrot?
Yeah.
What
That's
is
great
that?
vision skills. Yeah.
And
You-
look at
you
you,
must be a
look at
chef,
you
dude.
recognizing your vegetables.
It's not always.
Zach, thanks for coming in today.
Hey, thanks for having
The
me.
show's not always this stupid.
Wait a
That's
second,
lie.
wait,
It's
we got
usually
other
better.
things to
Sometimes
talk
it's
about,
stupider,
don't we?
I think,
We'll get
right?
to it after the break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about some other fun stuff
my
going on. But
gosh.
we appreciate you feeding. Every one of my co-hosts, you'd swear, has never had food
Oh
before.
my gosh, this is so good.
Yeah. But
Oh.
we'll wrap things up with Tonality 501 Club Party tonight
Gotta get in that.
in Mundelein with 95 Will Rock.
Mm.
Points for Tom. He made it to the end of the happy hour with his pants on. I said that, but we're not done yet. I shouldn't have done that. I jinxed it. Before we let you go, Zach, we got speed round. First off, we were talking. You can come out tonight for a burger and beer special, single smash burger and a full pour of a beer for $16. Great deal there. Except for the Russian Imperial Stout, which Leah and I were talking about earlier in the week. That's a beer that people hunt.
Yes.
Like when Leinenkugels comes out with theirs, people are like, did you see they got it? Like Russian Imperials, that's have a bottle of that and that's your night. Like
it's kind of like your weekend.
Yeah.
When you have a bottle of that.
And you guys have Russian Imperial Stout.
Yeah, we got a couple of them. We have a sort of a regular flavored Russian Imperial Stout, which is to say that it's big and bold and chocolatey and all sorts of deliciousness. And then we have a variant on it that's vanilla and oak. And it's, if you like,
I didn't even know that was a thing. Vanilla.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know a lot. Yeah.
I was just saying off air, we had talked about bathing in the Basil Ranch. The other thing I would bathe in is this Russian Imperial Stout.
That leads me to our next item on the speed round. Somebody's rolling through town and they see your place and they're like, oh, let's stop. And they're only going to be there one time in their entire life, but they'll probably tell their friends about it.
Yeah.
So you have to pick a beer and a food item that you want to represent you to them. We can come back to that if you want time to think about it.
No. I'm good to answer that one.
That's good because that means there's an obvious answer. Yeah.
Well, for me,
your favorite. That's fine. Yeah. It's based on your taste.
Absolutely.
And whatever.
My favorite beer that we've ever brewed is a West Coast IPA called Fade Away.
Is it available now?
It is not available now. We're brewing it like tomorrow. Or
wort is churning.
Early next week or something like that.
All right. What about what beer that you have now? Somebody's coming out.
Beer that we got now. I would go with the Russian Imperial Stout.
Get a driver.
Get a driver or be like me and live within walking distance.
Sell your home.
Yeah,
move
sell your
to
home.
Mundelein.
That's right.
Get close to Seymour Ave.
Yes, help my property value by buying a lot of real estate in Mundelein.
All right, and then the food item, if it's one item.
The food item.
I know this is like a favorite child question, but
I have a favorite child.
So do I.
We all do.
It's my middle child.
It was George
she's
Bailey,
fantastic.
my dog. Yeah.
She, in her school pictures, she was wearing 7 necklaces and a tiara.
Good for her.
She has hands on hips like she owns the place.
Yes.
I love her.
Will she be out tonight?
She'll probably be out tonight. Yeah,
that's mine.
Sorry, here's your tiara. That moves. All right. So
sorry, to answer your question, the favorite food is the flash fried ahi tuna appetizer.
I love ahi tuna.
That, and I was like,
it's stupid.
I love ahi tuna, like seared ahi tuna.
Yeah, we've got a seared ahi tuna entree with soba noodles. Tuna and beets tonight.
Tuna and beets is what I'm eating tonight.
With the beets. And then the other question is, since you mentioned the kids can come out. Kids
can come out.
Yola wants to know if Jax can come and hang with us.
Yeah, I wanted to get a bunch of toys out of my house because I have a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old.
Wow.
And so I said to myself, well, my kids are going to be at the brewery all the time because they like to see me every now and then.
Yeah.
So we should probably make it family friendly.
So kids aren't only allowed there, they're welcome.
They're not only allowed, they are welcome.
They can play with these toys while mom and dad
have a hot meal for the first time in 6 months
and figure out how to get an Uber. All right.
I love it. And you guys too are, since we're winding down in February, part of the February Flavor Festival.
Yeah, Lake County Flavor.
Yeah,
so that's one of the check-in places you can go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so check it off your list tonight.
There you go. Visit Lake County, get the app, check one off tonight. You got to do 4 more and you can get the prizes.
Super easy.
Visit Lake County. Very good. That's one event going on, and then you have you got some other stuff going on there too, right? Events and stuff.
So actually, tomorrow night we're going to do stand-up comedy. So Tonality is all about supporting local artists and local musicians, and one of the things that we wanted to make sure we did was support local performing artists outside of musicians. And so we have a friend of mine who's from Peoria coming up and doing stand-up comedy with a couple of his friends.
Nice.
That's a very morning show kind of crowd.
But he might.
It's an 18+ event.
Do you need an opener who would work for just beer?
Do you want to MC?
Beer and short rib. Yeah.
For beer and short rib, you can come MC.
Beer and short rib for 2.
Yeah. Sure.
For 2. Now he's added 2.
That's
fine.
I
gotta bring her.
That's fine.
Jax is over playing with the toy. Yeah.
But the big, if you were
tomorrow night, beer and short rib night.
If you were a person coming to Tonality Brewing Company for 1 day only, I would want to make sure that you come for what's coming up on April 5th. we opened up November 3rd, which means we didn't get open in time for Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, it's a pretty decent drinking holiday. And so we wanted to kind of create that sort of vibe. So we're doing something called Nottoberfest, which is like a Christmas in July sort of thing.
Gotcha.
6 months away from October,
Yeah.
we're going to do an Oktoberfest celebration.
I love
And
it.
what is
So,
the dates?
April 5th, that'll
Okay.
kick off, and that'll go through April 28th.
Very cool.
Put it in your calendar.
You want to
put
know
it-
more? Tonalitybrewing.com.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you guys are on all the socials and all that stuff. And
We're not on Twitter or X just because
Well,
that guy's a weirdo.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
Well, I am, but it still says I'm 25.
Just follow us on Insta or
so that's what you're.
Facebook.
It says I'm 25. I'm Leah. I'm 25, and I'm the best page you'll ever follow. But it hasn't been updated in over a decade.
Isn't that? That's also what your Tinder says, though, too, right? So, and that's getting some traffic.
It's
Zach,
very fitting.
thanks for joining us
Thank
today.
Thanks for
you.
having me.
Have a
Thanks
great
for drinking
weekend.
beer.
501 Club Party this afternoon at Tonality Brewing Company on Seymour in Mundelein. Otherwise, tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, I'll be here for the weekend rewind. And then on Sunday, out with Visit Lake County, look for us cruising around Lake County in our big airport bus drinking beer. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Monday morning, bright and early, 5 until 10, 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station.